Hello, everybody. This is episode 6 of Shack TV, and we are here today with Seaholm. I hope you enjoy the show.
Wowza.
Oh, brother, that was dog shite.
Baby.
We're Seaholm. All right. I have to ask Austin, what's with the owl mask?
The owls are not what they seem.
He's back. John Cena's back.
John Cena.
Questions.
I would love to answer some questions.
Beautiful. Well, I've got plenty for you.
What do you want to know?
All right. So, first of all, hi. Also, thank you for watching. I'm super excited to be here. I'm always excited to be here. You know me. But to start the questions off, I was scrolling through your Twitter, as I always do, and I saw something called Holm Coin. And I just need to know, I need to have an explanation on that stat.
I'm so sorry. My body pack was completely unplugged for all of that question.
Holm,
For some reason, I feel like I'm the most qualified to answer.
it's Holm Coin.
Home coin. Home coin is a revolutionary new investment, really cutting edge in the cryptocurrency world. Lots of blockchain and really making a lot of money. I don't know. If there's one thing I love doing, it's seeing something like Dogecoin on the internet and being like, how can I make a joke about that? Because that was right when I think when I tweeted that was when Dogecoin was going crazy.
I never bought in.
Typically our Twitter is just someone tweets something chaotic, the other person gets a text saying, why'd you tweet that? And then we all go, huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I do like to ask everybody, who tweets off the account, and is it all of you?
It's never me, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, never Austin.
Right now it's mostly Chris.
I got the permission.
You
I
got the
asked
permission.
Pat, and the funny thing is, for a while, it was that was pretty much your only source of social media. So sometimes people think I'm Pat.
Oh, people will
All the
message
time.
me and be like, what do you have against Greek death? I'm like, what did Chris post?
Oh my goodness.
I put that I photoshopped the word Dixie out of Dixieland, their album, and I'm like, if the Dixie Chicks can do it, so can Greek Death,
And then
as a joke. But everybody
I started getting texts
a
like, damn,
joke.
you're really
kind of
going
got
for it."
kind of crazy.
That's how all tweets start. So you obviously make the music that you make, but is there a different genre of music, just completely obscure, that you love to listen to?
I feel like each of us are going to have wildly different answers.
Oh yeah, especially
I've
Austin.
been, anyone who knows me is not surprised. I grew up on, that pop punk shit, pizza in the back, lots of good vibes.
Travis Barker.
And, I've been, trying to listen to more, a good advice piece of advice, I don't know, that I got once was a good, if you want to be a better songwriter, listen to more music outside of what you're writing. And so I've been trying to do that, especially the last couple of years. So I don't know. I love listening to indie pop kind of music. I'm a sucker for Matt and Kim and Passion Pit. A lot of people laugh at me when I say that because I write the music I do, where I'm just kind of yelling a lot. But how about you two?
I'll go first. I mean, so when I'm not doing this stuff, I don't listen to it recreationally, but I really appreciate harsh noise.
Well, harsh noise is still illegal at the federal level.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's Schedule 1. I mean, so it's you can't, even if they legalize it. I mean, it's a federal crime. So I mean, I've just kind of am on the outskirts of the Full of Hell, Merzbow kind of thing, where I'm looking in on this weird genre I don't understand, but I like it because they're just trying to do something that's just incredibly unappealing, intentionally. And I actually made some harsh noise many years ago with my bandmate in Great Expectations, Billy Pompey, and I listened to some of it the other day. And it sounds like insects crawling inside your skull.
Oh my god!
It's incredible. I was listening to it, and now that I have my studio space, and I was listening to it on speakers and really good headphones. I was like, oh my god, this is painful. I love it. But I think whenever you're writing music, you want to try to borrow and steal from influences, like Pat said, that you're not as familiar with, so that you can inject something that you're really comfortable and familiar with something new. even if it's just the attitude, even if it's just the general spirit of that other type of music, because I'm kind of convinced that's what sets your version of this genre apart from another person's interpretation of that. Everyone's going to have a different spin on it.
So true, King.
Go off,
King. Well, mine, unfortunately, the start of this year, I got into Korn.
That's not unfortunate, is it?
They're fucking sick. Lots of Korn, lots of new metal. I saw Limp Bizkit recently, and it was fucking nuts. Yeah, so lots of that, and then
I feel like in 3 years I'm gonna hit my new fiddle phase. Like, yo, you guys heard of Korn?
Korn and sick, fucking Limp Bizkit. But yeah, so that, and then also like weird, like obscure, like music from like Japan and Korea. Billy Pompeii as well. Again, got me into stuff like that. Like it sounds like arcade music, like stuff you would hear at the arcade.
Okay.
Literally, one song starts off with like coins going into like a slot, and then it's all like sounds like something you dance to on Dance Dance Revolution. So lots of that weird shit. It probably like splits like the line of almost hyper pop at this point.
I think Connor likes hyperpop.
So it's like 100 gex sort of.
My answer is too simple. Can I pivot to WWE theme songs?
Oh.
I have to tell a story. I did something embarrassing earlier, and I was told I have to tell it on stream. We have these fancy things. If you're hearing ourselves, nice ass shot, thank you.
Ass shot.
Ass shot, and went to the restroom right before we played. Thought, it's a responsible thing to do. Drinking a lot of water, staying hydrated, and stood up to wash my hands. Heard a fell in the bathroom toilet.
Oh no!
Oh no! So you can at least know that you didn't do that today. Go to someone's house and then drop their musical equipment in their toilet. I agree.
I guess my first question is, how did that feel? Yeah, it looked good. It made me feel good. So I have some like silly questions for you.
We're a pretty serious band, so I'll try my best. But
Well, if you were a beer, what kind of beer would you be?
Burger beer. I think Pat would be a burger beer.
burger beer?
The first time I ever had burger beer was actually at the Summit Shack. Our friend Gabe brought burger beer here, and I was like, what?
Interesting.
Kind of tastes like hams.
I
Ah,
would just go with hams.
I thought you were going to say ham, and I was like, listen.
Oh, yeah,
Ham?
it kind of tastes like the meat, ham, like the pig.
Probably hams. Or I feel like, I don't know. I've been
You've been a Jones Soda guy recently.
I am a Jones Soda guy, but that's not beer. How about you, Austin?
I'm going to go with the safe option. I'm going to be Blue Moon. No, you know what? I'm going to be Dragon's Milk.
Dragon's
I'm gonna go
Milk.
with the PBR coffee brand.
I like that when it's like ice cold. It has to be ice cold.
It tastes like a Starbucks thing. One of those, literally, you can't even taste alcohol. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I
Well-
don't know about that.
I feel like I wouldn't be a beer. I feel like I'd be like a raspberry White Claw or something like that. I've been having some wild dreams lately.
Me too.
So I didn't know if y'all had any crazy dreams or like someone wanted to share a crazy dream they had recently.
Yeah, I've been having some pretty messed up dreams lately. So, like, I rode my bike to Detroit to meet up with my friend Deb, who was teaching survivalist tactics for, like, a guerrilla army of, like, communist revolutionaries. And we ended up hanging out in a hammock, like, all night. And then suddenly I woke up in the dream. I woke up at, like, 4 in the morning, and the sky was completely red. And this tall, shadowy figure was silhouetted against the sky, looking over us in the hammock. And I just heard him whisper, "Hey, can you guys help me find my phone?" And then the dream ended.
That's wild.
Can't really top that.
Dreams are weird. They're
They
definitely
are.
weird.
Dreams
Do
are pretty
you?
weird? They're like very realistic, but not in a fun way. It's like, oh yeah, like let's just like repeat like trauma and shit. And I'm like, oh, this isn't fun.
This is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to like fucking fly or ride my bike and have a spirit ask me for his phone. Like,
One time I lucid dreamed one time in my entire life, and I took that time to go to a My Chemical Romance show.
Let's go.
That's a lucid dream well spent.
Do you have a favorite interview question you've ever been asked before?
probably that one.
Really?
Yeah.
It makes my heart so happy. Okay, one more before we go on. Do you, I'm sorry, have you gotten any advice from another musician that you pass on to other musicians when you can?
I mentioned earlier listening to other things. That was like, sounds so simple, but like, it's kind of hard to break out of your comfort zone when you listen to things. And I feel like doing that helped me out a lot. I feel like finding the right bandmates to play with is always
chemistry.
good. Finding the right people to have that chemistry with and know who can kind of flesh out your ideas and like bring their own to the table.
I'd say when you're thinking about writing a song or doing anything that involves music, simpler is always better. Always. Even Austin can attest to that. Like,
Unless you're trying to make music that sounds like bugs crawling along the inside of your skull. At that point, you need to use a lot of plugins, and I don't know what order anymore, and it's very scary to look at. But I'm going to jump off of that with something that I don't know if anyone ever really told me, but I had to realize as I played music and went from band to band and project to project, and I was always starting things I didn't want to finish and felt kind of generally frustrated. I think it was like my first proper tour I went on with a band called Amateurize that I kind of had this click with me that like enjoyability is always going to be more important than, you know, technical proficiency. Like you can be the best guitar player ever, you can be the best bass player ever, you can be the best drummer ever, you can shred, you know, like there's tons of people out there who shred. But if what you're doing isn't enjoyable to you and it's not bringing you joy and it's not bringing joy to others, then there's really little incentive to keep you doing that. And you know, my focus shifted after that to just doing music that I feel good playing and doing it with people that I feel good playing with. And so I think that might be the best possible thing I could have ever learned, because you know, you can learn to resent the things that you love to do, but if you shift your perspective a little bit, it will increase that lifespan of you doing it for years to come, possibly even for the rest of my life, you know?
Yeah. And last thing I'd say is just buy
So
a tuner
true.
pedal.
wait, what pedal?
Buy a tuner pedal.
Oh, also you got to get the Klon Centaur, guys. Like it's you got to spend $3,000 on that. It's like the best pedal ever.
Yeah,
guys.
if we don't have like all that fancy rich gear, then what the?
Yeah, you
Just-
got-
If you don't have a,
I got
you know,
like you can get started.
So
with
that's
that.
also
the goal.
like it's all in the hands, dude. Like
It's
it's
all
just
in the-
like
I think
on
there
the
was some
hands,
good
man.
advice somewhere in there before.
No, there was awesome
wait,
advice in
can
there.
I ask a question for
Yeah.
you?
Oh, goodness.
When my friend Josh asked me this, and I was like, good question. Is cereal soup?
Oh. I would say yes, but it could be a breakfast soup, like muesli,
Okay.
where it's not yet.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Album? What can
Album.
I know? What am I allowed to know? What can you tell me?
Spoil some stuff. Who cares?
Spoil some
Yeah,
stuff?
spoil some stuff.
Spoil some stuff. Okay.
We don't got the man.
So you see Darth Vader. You know he.
Don't say anything.
We recorded it at Eureka Records over the last year. We wrote it over the last 10 years, if you think of how long some of these songs have been around. Although they haven't written it for 10 years, but I mean, anyone who's seen us anyone who's seen us and remembered us would recognize those songs, like a lot of them that we played. So it's like weird that we've kind of had it for so long and like finally got off my ass to do it. Thanks in part to these fellas here inspiring and bring it together. It's, I think, technically 10 tracks, though technically 9 because it's like the first one is a little bit of an interlude.
That
you
is
know,
a
get
spoiler.
the
That's a
crowd
big spoiler.
get the crowd hyped.
Spoil.
Too much spoiling?
Nah.
Nah.
Honestly, tell him the title.
Tell them the
what's the-
title.
what's
Tell him the title. Tell him the album title.
I don't remember. What's the title?
It's called
Well, it happened a lot today, outside.
yeah.
It
Oh.
was like downpour.
Oh, we're really going with that one?
Yeah, I guess
Oh.
so. Let's just do
Oh,
like
man.
any throw some good album names in the chat and like
I was thinking. Wait.
Twitch
wait,
name
wait,
is
wait.
Seaholm.
Wait.
Put some band names in there too.
I was thinking, Pat. What if it's just Seaholm 2?
That's the name of the album, Seaholm 2.
I'm so glad you shared that with me.
It's actually called "It's Raining Outside."
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's fitting
parentheses
because
Seaholm 2.
It's raining outside hyphen season Seaholm 2 colon continued to be continued.
I think when the critics look back on it in years to come, they will refer to it as Seaholm 2, and the other title will be kind of a footnote, in the history books.
I agree. It's raining outside is the real name.
I love that. It did pour today, didn't it?
It did pour. So it's fun to be like, oh, it's raining outside. That's a little joke to myself.
Well, that's all I have for you. And do you have any more or anything else that you want to plug for yourselves before I finish off?
I know these two fellows are in some terrific other projects. I don't know if either of you two want to plug your stuff. I would love for you because I know you guys have had some great stuff in the go.
Well, yeah. I mean, I should bring up the fact that another band that Chris and I are in shortly. We just put out another single today from
Very
our forthcoming album called "The Reaper." It came out today
On Friday the 13th.
on Friday the 13th.
And I'm not
Reaper.
on it, so that's how you know it's good.
Although the solo that I play on that song,
Woo!
I can totally see.
You're driving your car and you're in the passenger seat, you'll feel Austin's solo. It blasts out of that right speaker. Also, I'd say plug Eureka Records.
Oh yeah.
Brand new. Austin is one of the engineers and producers at the studio, and pretty much our record was recorded there.
Yeah, we worked
and
with
lots of other things that are getting started.
Yeah,
there.
we worked with Tyler Floyd, who also plays in a little band called Parkway in Columbia, and big thanks to him for kind of taking the things that the 150 tracks that we make him record in one sitting and then putting that together.
Mickey Mouse guitar made the
Oh,
album.
yeah.
It made the album.
Don't give
guys.
away too much. We got
Oh.
some fun instruments on there.
There are a lot of things that are layered into that record, which I don't even know if
I don't even remember
anyone but
anymore.
us can know what they are.
I feel
at
like
this
Tyler
point.
could tell us just a random instrument, and I would believe him at this point that it was on there.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out our Patreon. You can just type Summit Shack into Patreon and find us there. And thank you again for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.
Woo! Woo! Summit Shack TV.